Okay, everybody, so I've been showing you what I take to the crop. So you've seen my Copics and my electronics and my ribbons and all those other goodies. So the small bag that had my glue gun and all that, yeah, that goes into this big daddy bag. Along with, let me see, my Copics go in there. Not my ribbons, I carry that bag separately. So the rest of this stuff that I'm going to show you, this goes in the big daddy bag. So I always take a pair of flip-flops or comfy sandals, because when you're cropping all day, like, your feet get tired. After a while, you're not looking so cute. And I'm the type of woman where after a couple of hours, I get tired of wearing my clothes. I really, really do. So when you go to a crop, you want to be as comfortable as possible. I don't care how cute you think you look in your skinny jeans. Like, after 15 hours of wearing those skinny jeans, and you've been eating and snacking and drinking your beverage of choice, and your skinny jeans aren't looking that skinny anymore, you're going to want to pop a button, release your zipper, and relax. So try to wear comfortable pants. Wear your mom jeans. My daughter would kill me if she heard that. Wear sweatpants. Wear your pajama pants when it gets later in the something you're really, really going to be comfortable in. Like, don't wear the tightest thing that you can find in your closet. That you want to be as comfortable as possible. If it's a themed crop, you want to be as find a costume that you're going to be very, very comfortable in. Along with flip-flops or slippers, I sometimes just bring a pair of socks. I think I got this at one of the crops one time. Just bring a pair of socks, throw in your bag, because you never, like I said, you never know the temperature of the room, so you don't know if your feet are going to get hot or cold. If you're cropping in the summer, your feet might get too... My feet are always cold, so I always have a pair of socks. Also, if you're going to crop, you want to bring an extra bag, and this is why, or two, an extra bag or two, especially if you're going to go to a Cropper's Delight crop, especially if you're going to go to a My Favorite Things Cropper's Delight crop. The stuff that you leave with, you're going to need an extra bag. You're just going to need extra bag. Or the very first crop I went to, the very first expo I went to with my friend Sharon, I had to call Ruckus to come and get me, because there was no way I would have made it home by myself. He had to come and get me in the car. That's how much extra stuff that we went home with. I won second prize at a contest, which was a really big paper trimmer that cuts, it was made to cut chipboard. I bought things, I won things, there were a lot of giveaways and make and takes. There was no way I could have made it back home by myself, so Ruckus came to get me. So bring a bag, a nice sturdy bag. So this is one that I got at AC Moore. It's one of those sturdy bags, you know, that you probably made out of the Tyvek. Go shopping with. Bring a bag. Bring a bag. Make sure you do that, or two. And this is the bag that my secret scrappy admirer sent me, and I got the other day through a cherry on top. The person sent this to me, and I've said that I would take it with me to this crop. It's a Tim Holtz Ideology bag, a messenger bag, so I said I would take that as well. I always take extension cords, always. Sometimes they do, wherever you go, crops will provide you with electrical outlets. However, some of them are sometimes way, way across the room. Some of them are sometimes close, some of them are just far away. So I always bring extra cords, or two, or three. I'm missing one. I better ask Sharon. I'm going to pat her down. I have a little teeny tiny paper cutter. Isn't that cute? It's really cute, and it has a little place for storage. Oh, a little paper. Those look like little paper primo leaves. So that's cute. Then I have, well, this one. This was my cutter peed, and it broke. This was my very first cutter, my trimmer. Saved it, so now I take it to crops. I mean, I did replace it, but I take it to crops. Well, what do you do, Pam, if you have to cut something that's more than 5.5 inches? What I do is I measure it out, put a little mark on it, and then cut it on the paper trimmer. That's what I do. If you plan on working on a project or taking a class or whatever that might get messy, bring an apron. Yes, I washed this. Can you believe that? But I love this. Sharon and my friends at work gave this to me one year for my birthday. And as you see, yes, I use it. So I bring an apron because you never know when you'll get messy. And speaking of messy, so I'm not sure how many of you get the newspaper delivered to your home, but we get the newspaper delivered, and sometimes I take them, and you guys know I want that thing that Linda has. It's like the cup holder / garbage bag hangy thingy. So, but I just tape mine there and throw the garbage in. Like, all crops provide you with a big garbage bag at your station, but I feel I must have my own. That's just my OCD working. So I bring a couple of those. Bring an old newspaper because I'm messy, or I like to contain my own mess, you know. And you know, sometimes when you're spritzing or spraying, you don't want to mess up. I mean, you're going to be there for a couple of days, so why not? Bring that. This is a little package to hold. I always stick a piece of cardboard. I really hope I'm on camera. Cardboard in here so that when I stick other papers in here, like these are some stamped images that I'm going to take with me. Oh, you guys know I love Audrey. I better be in camera. There's some stamped images, some greeting farm and other stamped images that I'm going to work on because you know I love working with my Copics. Always bring a folder with you because you get information and you want to keep that information with you. And actually, this is something I saw Cynthia Luhu do. Oh, why did I say do like that? This is something I saw Cindy do a while back, and it's called the One Sheet Wonder, where you take one sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper, and here's a template in here. And this is, I wanted to work on this, and you make 10 cards out of it. So I'm gonna try to find it. If not, you can look it up online, you guys. It's just so easy. There's so many. If you can find it online, you can find it on YouTube, I'm sure. And so this is the folder because sometimes you get information, you know, about anything, about upcoming crops, about cropping for a cause. There's so many of those out there, whatever, and you just want to save the information and keep it in a folder. I also always bring a little handy dandy notebook where you just want to, you know, write things down, whether it be someone you meet at the crop, information you want to take from that person at the crop, information you want to give to the person at the crop, whatever. You also may want to bring, you see, I don't want to show my information too much, but let's do this. I have one that's blacked out. Like address labels. So are we seeing this? Whoa, sorry. So if you bring address labels, so you can have your name, your address, and your email address. So you may want to give those out. And I may have mentioned before that I like when I go to conventions, I usually bring these address labels and give those out. Or I did get a stamp from Rebecca. I'm going to have to share that with you guys. But not right now. Now, this awesome project. Yes, it does fit in this very big, you guys have to see this Mac Daddy of crop bags. Love this crop bag. This is great. So I haven't finished filling this yet. So it's pretty deep, pretty wide. It's bigger than a 12 by 12. As you see, I have a paper pad in there. And this is a project that I'm going to work on for my friend Dolores. So I have in here a canvas. She loves Lucille Ball, and I want to make, her birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, and I want to make her present. So this is all I've gotten in this box already. So I'm probably going to add Glimmer Mist or Lindy's Stamp Gang sprays, flowers, more paper, embellies, things like that in here. And then this goes with me as one project to work on. And then I'll just take this with me and have everything I need to work on this project here. If I have, and then write down any ideas. So if there's a die cut that I have that I might not have on my gypsy, or that I may have on my gypsy, then I'll write a note to myself, make sure you cut out, you know, the Forever Young or whatever. So this is very handy to have, very sturdy. You can take it with, I mean, really sturdy. Yes, it does fit in here. Let me show you this handy dandy. Okay, so this is Humongo. Oh, sorry. Okay. This is humongous. So, Ruckus got this for me when, with a 50, no, this was on sale. And then AC Moore had a coupon where you can get, I think it was 50% off even on sale items. Okay, so it's pretty big. It's called Crop and Style. And in the front, I put a card that Linda made for me. Sorry about the glare. Let me see if I could take care of that just a little bit. I put a card that Linda made for me in here. Now this, I think I've shown this before, so you may want to take a peek. Oh, now that's really dark and that's rude. But it's, you know what? I'm not getting a good view of this. However, this is just a really, really big, it's the big daddy of them all. I'm going to have to, yeah, it's pretty big. And I'll have to show it to you guys when we're all leaving for the crop. I'll just make sure that I roll it out for you. But thanks for taking a peek. And I'm really excited about the crop for this weekend. And we are going to be recording our table scraps from there. So, you know how much we love to do that. And Lion Paw and everybody will be there. So, adios. Have an awesome evening. Good night.